Shalom, shalom. Giving our praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Next up, honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, that's having this truth. Peace, salutations to the hopeful elect, across four corners of the earth. I just want to say shalom. And basically, I'm about to hit y'all with some quick hitters. Hope y'all be edified through the will and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And I'm going to start off in the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 25. And it reads, and the first came out red all over. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. Let's just jump up to verse 21. Genesis chapter 25, verse 21. And it says, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived. All right? So basically, you had Isaac, and basically, he wanted to know, what was going on, you know what I'm saying? And basically what happened was Rebekah, all right, had children, all right? She was pregnant, you see? And it says in verse 22, and the children struggled. Okay, she said, Shalakia, Shalom, shalom, giving our praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, salutations to the elect. Shalom. I'm missing God disconnected. Esau messing with the Wi-Fi lately, But I'm going to go back to verse 21 because the word got to go out. Man. Genesis chapter 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord Yahweh for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived. So you had Isaac basically wanting to know, what was going on. Rebekah was basically pregnant, man, And it says, and the children struggled together within her. So she had basically, that's going into, if you got kids within your stomach, that means they'll eventually be brothers and sisters, right? And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. Verse 23. And the Lord Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. All right? So it says two manner of people is going to be separated from thy bowels. Two nations, So that's basically telling her that, you got two different nations within your womb, two different type of manner of people. All right? And they're going to be separated throughout time, throughout life, ultimately to the day, So check this out. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. You see what I'm saying? So who's the eldest? All right, which is Esau. All right, he's gonna serve Jacob, man. All right, which Jacob consists of you Negroes, Latins, and Native Americans, man. All right, and the ones like unto a speckled bird. All right. And it says, verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. See? Verse 25, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. All right? And that's subliminal. That's who you Edomites is, man. You Caucasians, man. Y'all the ones who's red, all right? Not the Native Americans. They got pigmentation, talking about, and hairy. If you look at an Edomite today, they be all hairy and red. Man, come on, man. You know that's Esau, man. And they call his name Esau, Verse 26. That's why the Lord said, what? Make it plain upon the tables. He that run that readeth it, man. Because really, the scriptures is faithful and true, and it's really plain unto the holy, We understand Esau is the devil, man. You could tell by his characteristics, the way he acts, the way he carries himself, Esau don't carry himself in the way of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, If it was up to Cedric boy Jerry, man, wouldn't no flesh be saved. If Cedroy Boy Jer, you know, if he really was the Lord and Savior, you know, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans to have nothing to look forward to. Then, if that was the case, he'd be to kill you off, man. Luckily, we got Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah on our side to deliver us from what's to come. You know, verse 26. After that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. Why they ain't explain how Jacob looked? Because everybody back then had pigmentation. You know, everybody back then had some type of melanin. Not Esau though. You know, and that's subliminal for what Jacob, what we, because we are Jacob. You know, I used to go to church. I used to always be like, yo, I wonder what Jacob is. Like, who is Jacob? They used to always sing the song, we are climbing Jacob's ladder, soldiers of the Lord. We literally are soldiers for the Lord, and we are from Jacob. Now it all makes sense. The Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and the elders apostles of great millstone, man. Because if it wasn't for up to them, you know, I would have been lost, man. It wasn't up for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and him sending forth his apostles, his men last. You know, it's an honor to even be able to see the real prophets of the Lord out there, man. All the way down to the brothers that's bringing out the truth, man. It's a, you know, great time to be alive, man, you know. And it says, so that's subliminal. That's telling you how we gonna bring Esau down, take his out of his rulership. And his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 old when she bare them. All right, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. That's why, you know, I'm from the country. Well, growing up in the country, all you see is Esau and them always having their rifles and stuff. You know, going hunting. You know, ain't nothing wrong with hunting. You know, but if you do it, you know, you try to do it for food. Esau just do it for a game. You know what I'm saying? And it says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter and man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. That's why if you hit up Jake right now, you call Jake. If Jake ain't at work, you be like, yo, where you at? He be like, shit, I'm at the crib, just chilling, not doing anything, you know, playing a game, you know, watching movies or whatever, making videos. You know, Jake don't really be all out. You know, when Jake do go out, you know, say you want to go out with your rib or go out with your family. Shoot, most of the time Jake be in their mind ready to go home. Jake don't like to stay out no longer than about 2 hours, an hour. So I know that me, every time I go to the store or something, I be ready to go, man. As soon as I get in there about 10 minutes, I be like, man, shit, I'm ready to go home, you know? And it says, Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his vengeance, but Rebekah loved Jacob. All right, so you had Isaac, he loved Esau, and then you had Rebekah, you know, which is our mother. That's why we you know, Jake love their moms, man. That's why you grow up, you always hear the word mama's boy. Well, you a mama's boy, which, you know, you could be your daddy's boy too, but most of Jake, man, you know, they be around their mama, man, you know. And it says, basically, that's why I want to get, that. Bear with me. Flowing through the spirit. Let's see. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 56. And as for the other people which also come out of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing but be like unto spittle. Because we are, you know, Adam, everybody comes from Adam, right? All right. But thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle. All right. Matter of fact, let's go to verse 54 there. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, see, of all thy creatures, of him come we all. All right, the father of nations, right? many nations, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So that means the elect, you know, the elect came out of what? Adam too, man, right along with the rest of the heathens. All right. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. I mean the world for the what? The ones who the Lord has chosen, which is Israel. As for the other people which also came from Adam, thou hast said they are nothing but be like unto spittle. So if you ain't of the chosen, which you know the chosen is Israelites, all right? The Lord said basically you ain't up but spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that followed from a vessel. All right. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. All right. So these heathens, they ruling, man. They devour us. They put us in captivity, beat us down, man. Make it, which the Lord put them in power, but they the ones who basically made us lose our heritage. Basically, through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he let the heathens for the affliction, and they also down they ruling. We the tail, they the head. You know. So let me see here. Bear with me. Shalom to y'all brothers, man. You know. Shalom. Bear with me. Little shit and down. Esau done, boy. Esau done try to interrupt the word. Bear with me real quick. All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 15. And it says, behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as a small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. All right. So the nations ain't nothing but what, like a drop is a bucket. You know, these these other nations, if they ain't Israel, all right, they the Lord has chosen. You know, the Lord say they ain't nothing but like a drop of a bucket, man. You know, all right. Matter of fact, let's Nahum chapter 1 verse 2. Yahweh is jealous, and the Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. So that means the Lord ain't all love. I mean, he got enemies, and he's coming to bring wrath unto them. All right, and that's talking about these last days, seconds, and times. But look, verse 3, the Lord is slow to anger, though. All right, so you got to really piss the Lord off, all right, for him to destroy you, you know. So, and it says, a great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet, man. All right, so ultimately, when they get real, man, this World War III come, all right, when it's famines and Esau showing his horns and make you take the chip, all right, or else you'll be put to death. At the end of the day, how about you now, shot who's ordaining it, all right? And also, when this World War III come, all right, and it's time to fight battle, okay? The Lord's gonna try to his enemies down, all right, under his feet, you know. Let me see something. Nahum chapter 3 verse 1. Woe to the bloody city, It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. Woe into this place. Destruction. You know, it's full of lies, robbery. You got the Negroes, Latins, and Natives call themselves what? Mexicans, Black, Hispanic, whatever the case may be. Native American. And they doing everything but calling themselves the right name. They worship different gods. The nation of Israel is bugged out right now, all the way going the way backwards, man. And it says, but the prey ain't departing. Esau gonna continue to lay stroke on you Israelites until he down there destroy you. All right, he's gonna destroy all. The Lord is gonna let Esau have his way. Ultimately, the Lord is gonna come back and destroy and finish up the ball game. You know what I'm saying? The cherry on the cake, as you should say. Ultimately, he's coming to deliver his elect, but the Lord is gonna let Esau have his way in the beginning, man. Rather, Esau, he still ain't departed, even to this day. He's still taking Jake out, shooting Jake down, getting acquitted, getting paid vacation, all type of stuff. Esau still doing. Can't even go 2 miles over the speed limit without Esau on your tail, like, he ain't departing, taxing you. Niggas be happy to get tax money, but the money you end up getting back don't even be compared to how much taxes you really spent, man, over the years. Man. Over the years, you probably done spent about $4,000 in taxes, man. $3,000 in taxes. Now you only getting $200 back. Esau ain't right, man. The noise of a whip, the noise of a rattling of the wheels and of the prancing of horses and of the jumping chariots. That's also went back into slavery too, where Esau used to be whipping us. Come here, boy. Didn't I tell you to come here? If you don't want to come here, I'm going to hang you. I'm going to beat you. All type of shit, man. Esau ain't right, man. He ain't right. Can a leopard change his spots? No. He's a dove. For real, man. Yahweh Shai is going to let Esau bring havoc into the world. And then Yahweh going to come up and deliver his elect, man. Lord, will not be part of those men, man. We want to be delivered, bro. We don't want to be around here, man. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, gather together, O nation not desired. All right? Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the shaft, before the fierce anger of Yahweh come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. So the Lord is about to bring death, mourning, and woe. And it says, seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. So you got to seek righteousness and be humble. Pray without ceasing. Ask the Lord to deliver you in times of trouble, man. All right. You see here. I think it's in Peter. When they talk about watch, pray. Oh no, okay, it was Luke. Okay, it was Peter too. 1 Peter 4:7. And it says, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch to prayer. And above all things have fervent charity among yourselves. For charity shall cover the multitude of sins. We want our sins to be covered. So you gotta show charity, help brothers out, show love, man, for the ones that say they believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The scriptures say don't trust in everybody. But somebody, me personally, somebody come in and name me Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and you follow the doctrine of the great millstone, and you're a brother to me. At the end of the day, was done darkness to come to light. So, you know, but it says, but I want my sins to be covered. So I try to show love to whoever I can, man. And it says, but the end of all things, that hand be therefore sober and watch its prayer. So be spiritually minded. Don't be drunk out the philosophies of this world. Don't be indulgent in this place. And watch and pray, man. Watch prophecy. Watch how Esau coming with the vaccine. Watch how he come with the chip. Different things that he's coming with that he talk about. Everything that Esau talk about, we got to talk about. Because that's watching and praying also. Praying to be covered in the time of trouble. I like to give all praises and the glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Kakodash. Next to honor selves and apostles of great millstone, the top of the truth once again. Peace, salutations, so for elect cross folk into the earth. I just want to say shalom, Bible, blah.